Alright guys, so here's the second part of 11.3. We're going to start off with number 8, 3d squared minus 4d plus 13. So if we go ahead and draw our squares like we did on the other ones, we have the d plus 3 at the top, we have our 3d squared in this box, and our 13 here. But I can already see a problem. 13, there's nothing times 3 that will give me 13, and at some point I'm going to have something times these two numbers are going to have to give me 13, and it won't work. So nothing times 3 is 13. So you need to go to the next page. Now I don't know if you're seeing what I'm seeing, but on the top it says not everything divides evenly. What happens when you divide a number by another number and it doesn't divide evenly? Well, you've seen things like that before. When that happens, let me get my screen to catch up here. So when it does not divide evenly, or those last two numbers, there's no way to get that. What you have is you get a remainder. A remainder which is expressed as a fraction. So when this happens, we can do something we learned how to do back in elementary school, and that's long division. Now this is not quite as easy as it was on the last page, so pay attention. There is a system to it, so hopefully it will work out okay. So I'm going to move down my page a little bit here. Need plenty of room for our answers. So we're going to write this a different way. We're going to have 3d squared minus 4d plus 13, and we're going to divide that by d plus 3. So what I need to do first is look at the first two terms. I need to decide what times d would give me 3d squared. Well, 3d times d would give me 3d squared. So since it's just 3d, I'm going to place it above the d column. And now I'm going to use that and multiply. So 3d times d is 3d squared. And 3d times 3 is plus 9d. What we're going to do with those is subtract them. So it's going to be minus both of these because I distribute the negative. The 3d squareds cancel, which is what we want. Negative 4d plus negative 9d gives me negative 13d. And now I bring down what's left, the plus 3. Plus 13. Now I'm going to do this again, but I'm going to use these two things. What times d would give me negative 13d? Well, times negative 13. I'm going to place that in the ones column. Now we do the same thing. Negative 13 times d is negative 13d. Negative 13 times positive 3 is negative 39. But I'm going to subtract them. So it's really plus. Those two cancel, which is what we want. 13 plus 39 gives me 52. That is our remainder. So our answer is the 3d minus 13, and then it's plus your remainder over what we divided by, d plus 3. So it's really not that bad. You're going to have to be very careful when you multiply. It's really easy to mess these up. Let's look at number 10. So now I have, it says 4 minus 5t plus 20t, but I'm going to rewrite that in order. So I'm going to divide 20t squared minus 5t plus 4. And I'm going to divide that by 4t squared minus t. That's it squared right there. So now I need to think, what times 4t squared would give me 20t squared? Well, 4 times 5 would give me 20, and the t squared's already there. Since it's just 5, I'm going to place it down here where the ones are. 5 times 4t is 20t squared. 5 times negative t is negative 5t. but remember I'm subtracting that, so it's really plus negative 20t plus 5t. What happens there is the 20t's cancel, the 5t's also cancel out, and all that leaves me is the plus 4. There's my remainder. So my answer is the 5 plus the remainder over 4t squared minus t. Alright guys, let's go ahead and go to the next one. Alright, last one guys, and remember, if you have to do this long division, that means that these numbers are not divisible, okay? Like 13 divided by 3 would be a decimal, so it's not going to work the other way. So let's go ahead and do it the way we've been doing it. I have 3d squared. Now, I don't have any middle term here, but I need it in my division, so I'm going to put plus 0d. It's like there's nothing there. Then plus the 13. If you don't put the placeholder, it's going to get confusing. Then I'm going to have d plus 3 on the outside. So same as the other two. What times d would give me 3d? Well, 3d times d would give me 3d. So I'm going to put 3d up there. 3d times d is 3d squared. 3d times 3 would be plus 9d. But remember, I'm subtracting it, so it's minus. 3d squared minus 3d squared is 0. 0d minus 9d is negative 9d. And I bring down my 13. Now I'm going to do it again. What times d would give me negative 9d? Well, minus 9. Negative 9 times d is negative 9d. Negative 9 times 3 is minus 27, but again, I'm subtracting them, so I'm going to distribute. My d's cancel. 13 plus 27 gives me 40. So my answer, 3d minus 9 plus 40 over d plus 3. I know that's tough, guys. You're going to have to work at it. You can look up tons of stuff on the internet if you need to. If you have any questions, you can always ask me in class. So good luck.